She said, "Your brother makes 6 figures. Why can't you be more like him?" At family dinner. I smiled and said, "Good question." Then I called my brother. He drove 3 hours to tell her exactly why he'd never date someone like her. Her silence was deafening. I, 28 male, was cutting into my steak when my girlfriend 26 said it. We were at my parents' house for Sunday dinner. My brother, 31, my parents, my girlfriend, and me. She'd been living in my apartment for 8 months, rent-free, because her freelance graphic design career was building momentum. My brother had just mentioned getting promoted to senior software architect, making $140,000 now. Good for him. He earned it. My girlfriend set down her wine glass. "Third one tonight," looked directly at me. "Your brother makes 6 figures. Why can't you be more like him?" The entire table froze. My mom's fork stopped midair. My dad's eyes went wide. My brother looked like he'd been slapped. I put down my knife and fork, very carefully, smiled. "Good question." Pulled out my phone, called my brother. Even though he was sitting 6 feet away, he looked confused but answered. Yeah? My girlfriend wants to know why I can't be more like you. Can you tell everyone here why you'd never date someone like her?" "What are you? Seriously. Answer the question. Why would you never date her?" The table exploded with shocked noises. My girlfriend's face went from confused to horrified. "What the hell are you doing?" she hissed. My brother stared at her, then at me. Something clicked in his eyes. "You really want me to answer that?" "In detail. Please." He set his phone down, leaned back in his chair, looked directly at my girlfriend. "Because I'd never date someone who hasn't paid a single dollar in rent for 8 months, who works maybe 10 hours a week but calls it a career, who spent $900 of my brother's money last week on a girl's weekend while he ate ramen." My girlfriend's face went bright red. "How do you?" "Because he tells me everything. Every time you spend his rent money on brunch, every time you forget your wallet, every time you make him feel small for having a normal job." "That's private?" "Not when you humiliate him at our parents' dinner table." My brother stood up, tall, imposing. "You want to know why he can't be more like me? Because I'd never let someone use me as a wallet while treating me like I'm worthless." "I don't use him." "Really?" My brother pulled out his phone, started scrolling. "September through now, he spent $22,400 on you. Rent, food, your car insurance, your phone bill, your credit card payments, that trip to the resort, the spa days, the..." "Stop! That's $2,800 a month on someone who contributes nothing and apparently thinks he's inferior." My girlfriend looked around the table desperately. "This is insane. I love him." "You love his bank account," my brother said flatly. "There's a difference." She turned to me. "You're just gonna let him attack me?" "You attacked me first. He's just finishing it." "I didn't attack you. I asked a question. You compared me to my brother like I'm defective. At my parents' table, in front of my family." My mom finally spoke. "Honey, I think you should leave." My girlfriend's mouth dropped open. "What?" "You heard her," my dad said quietly. "You should go." "I came with him." She pointed at me. "Then you should call a ride," I said, "because I'm staying for dessert." She stared at me, then started crying, the ugly mascara running kind. "You're breaking up with me? Here? You disrespected me here. Seems fitting." "This is cruel." "What's cruel is 8 months of you treating my apartment like a free hotel while complaining I don't make enough." She grabbed her purse, looked around for someone, anyone, to take her side. Found no one. "Your whole family is toxic." She stormed toward the door, stopped, spun around. "And for your information, I've been talking to someone else anyway. Someone who actually has ambition." My brother laughed. Actually laughed. "And there it is." She slammed the door so hard a picture frame fell off the wall. We sat in silence for about 10 seconds. Then my mom said, "Well, that happened." My brother looked at me. "You okay?" "Yeah, actually, yeah, that felt good." "Want me to follow you home? Make sure she's not there?" "She shouldn't be. Her key doesn't work anymore." Everyone stared at me. "What?" "I had the locks changed this morning. Had a feeling dinner might go badly." My brother grinned. "That's my little brother." We finished dinner, had dessert. My brother followed me home anyway. Good thing he did. Update 1. My girlfriend was waiting in my apartment parking lot. In her car. The car I'd been paying insurance on for 6 months. My brother parked next to me. Got out? "She's still here?" Yeah, want me to stay? Yeah. We walked to my apartment together. She got out of her car, ran over. Baby, can we talk, please? No. I'm sorry. I was drunk. I didn't mean it. You had 3 glasses of wine over 2 hours. You weren't drunk. You were honest. It came out wrong. It came out exactly how you meant it. She saw my brother. This is your fault. You turned him against me. My brother, I told the truth. That's not the same thing. He was fine until you. He was miserable, my brother interrupted. He just didn't know he was allowed to stop being miserable. I unlocked my apartment door, started to go in. She pushed past me, tried to get inside. My brother's hand shot out, caught the door. Nope. I live here. No, you don't, I said. Your name's not on the lease. You don't pay rent. You're not a tenant. You're a guest who just got uninvited. You can't do this. Already did. Your stuff will be packed by tomorrow noon. You can pick it up then. I'm not leaving. My brother pulled out his phone. Then I'm calling the cops for trespassing. She looked between us, realized we were serious, started crying again. Where am I supposed to go? Not my problem, I said. You mentioned talking to someone else. Call him. That was a lie. I said it to hurt you. Well, it worked. Now leave. She didn't move. My brother dialed. Yeah, hi, I need police at... Fine. She screamed it. I'm leaving, but this isn't over. She got in her car, peeled out of the parking lot. My brother and I went inside. He looked around. You meant it about packing her stuff? Yup. I'll help. Let me call my girlfriend. Tell her I'll be late. You don't have to. Shut up. I'm helping. His girlfriend showed up an hour later with boxes, tape, and markers. The 3 of us packed everything of my ex's. Clothes, toiletries, makeup, books, the random junk she'd accumulated. Took 4 hours, filled 23 boxes. My brother's girlfriend, she had all this stuff and paid nothing? Nothing, I confirmed. Wow, that's bold. We stacked everything in the living room. My brother took photos. Documentation, in case she claims you kept anything. Smart. I've been through this before. Ex-girlfriend, different situation, same entitlement. They left at 2 a.m. I changed all my passwords. Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, Spotify, everything. Realized she'd been using my accounts for everything. Checked my credit cards. Found charges I didn't recognize. Recent ones. $340 at a boutique yesterday. $180 at a spa Friday. $90 at a restaurant Thursday. I was at work. She'd taken my card. Without asking, I reported it as fraud, got the card canceled. Bank said they'd investigate. Went to bed at 4 a.m. Didn't sleep much. The next morning, 11:30 a.m., she showed up. With her mom and her 2 best friends. I opened the door with my phone recording. Her mom launched immediately. You can't just throw her out. She lives here. She doesn't. She's not on the lease. She doesn't pay rent. She's a guest who's leaving. That's illegal. No, it's not. My brother's girlfriend is a lawyer. She confirmed it last night. Her friend won. You're really going to abandon her over one argument? Not one argument. 8 months of her using me while secretly resenting me. The argument just made it impossible to ignore. My ex, I don't resent you, I love you. I pulled up my bank statement on my iPad, showed them the totals. $22,400 in 8 months. Her mom went pale. My ex, those were our expenses. Couple share expenses. Couple share, I paid everything, you paid nothing. That's not sharing. I was building my career. You work 10 hours a week for 3 clients. That's not a career. That's a hobby I was funding. Her friend too? This is cruel. She has nowhere to go. She mentioned talking to someone else last night. Call him. My ex, that was a lie. Then you lied to hurt me. Either way, we're done. Her mom tried another angle. What about all the time she invested in this relationship? What time? She didn't cook, didn't clean, didn't contribute. She lived here rent-free while I worked and she brunched. My ex started crying. You're making me sound terrible. I'm stating facts. Your stuff is in the living room. You have until noon. It's 11:52. They started loading boxes, complaining the whole time. Her mom kept muttering about lawyers. Call them, I said. My documentation is impeccable. At 12:15 p.m. the last box was loaded. My ex tried one more time. I'm sorry, really, can we please try again? No. Why not? Because you revealed who you really are. You can't unreveal that. People make mistakes. You didn't make a mistake. You told the truth. I'm just finally listening. They left. I closed the door, locked it, stood in my empty, quiet apartment, called my brother. She's gone. How'd it go? Her mom threatened lawyers. Let her. She's got nothing. Thanks for last night for everything. That's what family does. But I was wrong. It wasn't over. Update 2. The week after she moved out was chaos. Monday, 38 calls from her number. I blocked it. She called from her mom's phone. Blocked that. She called from her friends' phones. Blocked them all. Tuesday, she showed up at my work. I work in finance, mid-level analyst role. $68K a year. Not my brother's salary, but solid. She cornered me in the lobby during lunch. We need to talk. No, we don't. I'm not leaving until you hear me out. I called build-in security. They escorted her out. She screamed the whole way. My manager called me in. What was that about? Ex-girlfriend. We broke up. She's not handling it well. Is this going to be a problem? No, I'll handle it. See that you do. Great. Now my job was involved. Wednesday, she started posting on social media. Long posts about financial abuse and narcissistic exes and being abandoned when you need someone most. Didn't name me. But everyone knew. Comments poured in supporting her. People I'd never met calling me trash. My brother saw it. You want me to respond? No. Let her dig her own grave. You sure? Yeah. People who know us know the truth. Thursday, her mom called my mom. My mom called me after. Her mother is insane. What did she say? That you financially abused her daughter, that you trapped her with promises then threw her out, that you owe her for wasted time. What did you say? I told her the truth, that her daughter lived rent-free, worked barely at all, spent your money like water, then humiliated you at dinner. She didn't like that. I'm sorry she involved you. Don't be. I've dealt with worse. But heads up, she mentioned lawyers again. Friday, I got served. A process server showed up at my apartment, handed me papers. She was suing me for $22,400 in funds fraudulently obtained, $8,000 in promised financial support, $5,000 emotional distress, return of all gifts purchased during relationship, $3,000 for belongings wrongfully kept. Total, $38,400 plus all gifts. I called my brother. She's suing me. For what? I read the list. He was quiet for a second. Then, oh, she really screwed up. How? She just gave you legal grounds to destroy her. And I mean destroy. Call my girlfriend. She'll handle this pro bono. This is her favorite kind of case. I called her. She laughed when I read the complaint. This is the dumbest lawsuit I've seen in years. Don't worry, we're countersuing for twice as much, and we'll win. For what? Fraud, theft, unjust enrichment, and emotional distress. Plus that credit card fraud from the charges you reported. The credit card thing? Bank confirmed 3 charges made while you were provably at work. That's felony fraud. She's looking at criminal charges if she pushes this. Holy hell. Yeah, she really should have left well enough alone. My brother's girlfriend, my new lawyer, drafted a response that was brutal. Counterclaim for $22,400 in unjust enrichment, all money spent on her. $4,800 in theft, unauthorized credit card charges with bank records, $10,000 emotional distress, $5,000 in legal fees, criminal complaint for credit card fraud. Total, $42,200 plus criminal charges. The response included bank statements showing every dollar I spent on her, lease showing she wasn't a tenant, photos of all her belongings being returned, bank's fraud investigation results, text messages where she admitted not paying rent, surveillance footage of her screaming at my workplace. It was filed Monday morning. Her lawyer called my lawyer Tuesday afternoon. My client wants to drop the suit. Too late. We're proceeding with the counterclaim and criminal complaint. That's excessive. Your client committed fraud and filed a frivolous lawsuit. This is proportional. She's willing to drop everything. We're not. See you in court. Wednesday. My ex showed up at my apartment building. 3 a.m., drunk, pounding on the lobby door. Security called me. Sir, your ex-girlfriend is here. She's intoxicated and refusing to leave. Call the police. They did. She got arrested for public intoxication and trespassing. Spent the night in jail. Her mom bailed her out Thursday morning. Called me screaming. You had her arrested? I had security call the police when she showed up drunk and wouldn't leave. That's not on me. She's distraught because of you. She filed a fraudulent lawsuit and committed credit card theft. She's distraught because she's facing consequences. Drop the charges. No. We'll fight you. Please do. Discovery will be fun. She hung up. Friday. Preliminary hearing. My lawyer laid out everything. The judge reviewed the evidence. Miss, did you live in the defendant's apartment rent-free? My ex, we were in a relationship. Partners don't charge rent. Judge, did you pay any household expenses? Silence. Answer the question. No. Did you use his credit card without permission on these 3 occasions? Judge held up the bank records. I thought, yes or no? Yes. Judge looked at her lawyer. Your client committed fraud and is now suing her victim? Seriously? Her lawyer looked exhausted. Your Honor, she's going through emotional distress. Not an excuse. Counterclaim proceeds. Original suit is dismissed with prejudice. Next hearing in 30 days. Outside the courthouse, my ex's mom confronted me. You're destroying her. She destroyed herself. She loved you. She loved my money. There's a difference. When this is over, you'll be the one who suffers. Looking forward to it. My brother met me for a beer after. How'd it go? Her suit got thrown out. Mine proceeds. Good. She needs to learn. Her mom's losing it. Let her, not your problem. But oh, it got worse. Final update. The final hearing was 6 weeks after the preliminary. My ex showed up with a new lawyer, expensive one her parents must have paid for, didn't matter. My lawyer presented 87 pages of bank statements, time-stamped photos of all her belongings being returned, security footage from my workplace, security footage from my apartment building, credit card fraud investigation results, text messages going back months, social media posts she'd made attacking me. The new lawyer tried to argue she was entitled to compensation for services rendered as a girlfriend. Services? Like what? Lawyer. Emotional support? Companionship? Building a home together. Judge. That's called a relationship, not employment. Try again. Lawyer. She invested time and energy. So did he. Plus $22,400. Does she have receipts for anything she spent on him? Silence. That's what I thought. Then came the credit card fraud evidence. Bank investigator testified. 3 charges made while I was probably at work. Security badge records confirmed I was in my office building. My ex tried to say I'd given her permission. Bank records showed she'd activated a new card sent to my address. One I'd never activated. She'd stolen it from my mail and activated it herself. That's felony fraud. Judge's face went cold. Ma'am, do you understand you're admitting to federal crimes? Her lawyer jumped in. Your Honor, my client. Be quiet. Judge looked at my ex. You stole a credit card from his mail, activated it without authorization, and used it for personal purchases. That's mail fraud and credit card fraud. Those are felonies. My ex started crying. I didn't think. Clearly. Does the plaintiff wish to press criminal charges? My lawyer looked at me. I nodded. Yes, Your Honor. Judge, so noted. I'm referring this case to the district attorney. As for the civil matter, the defendant, he pointed at my ex, is ordered to pay the plaintiff $22,400 in restitution, $4,800 in theft, $5,000 in emotional distress, and $8,200 in legal fees. Total judgment, $40,400. If defendant fails to pay, plaintiff may seek wage garnishment or asset seizure. Court is adjourned. My ex collapsed in her chair. Her mom started screaming. Security removed her from the courtroom. Outside, my brother was waiting. He'd taken time off work to be there. How'd it go? $40,400 judgment, plus criminal charges. Yeah. You okay? Honestly, I feel nothing, just relief it's over. It's not over yet, she'll appeal. Let her. The evidence is airtight. She did try to appeal. It got rejected. The judgment stood. The criminal charges took longer. District attorney offered a plea deal. Plead guilty to 1 count of credit card fraud, pay full restitution, 2 years probation, no jail time if she complied with everything. She took it. Had no choice. The $40,400 came in monthly payments of $350 for 30 months. First payment hit my account last week. But the best part? The consequences compounded. Her freelance graphic design career imploded. Clients saw the public records. The fraud conviction dropped her. She had to get a regular job. Retail, making $15. Her parents cut her off financially, told her to grow up. She's living with a roommate now. Tiny apartment, total opposite of my place she'd been freeloading in. Her social media never recovered. Once the court records went public, everyone who'd supported her turned. Comments on her posts went from "you deserve better" to "you committed fraud." She deleted everything. Went dark. Her mom tried one last time to contact me. Left a voicemail. You've ruined her life. I hope you're satisfied. I didn't respond. My brother heard it. You know what's funny? What? She ruined her own life. You just stopped subsidizing it. True. As for me, the $40,400 is coming in monthly. Using it to rebuild my savings account she'd drained. My brother helped me get connected with a recruiter at his company. Different department, different role. Project coordinator position. Not his salary, but better. 79K, starting next month. The Sunday dinner where everything exploded was 3 months ago. Feels like years. We still do Sunday dinners, every week. Just family now. No girlfriends until I'm sure. My mom makes jokes about it now. Remember when that awful girl asked why you couldn't be more like your brother? Mom. What? It's funny now, you got $40,400 and a better job out of it. She's not wrong. My brother and I are closer than ever. He helped me through the legal stuff, the emotional stuff, everything. Last Sunday, over dessert, my dad said something that stuck. You know why she asked why you couldn't be more like your brother? Why? Because she couldn't see you were already exactly like him. Strong, loyal, principled. You just needed a reason to show it. My brother raised his glass. To my little brother, who finally stopped letting people walk all over him. We clinked glasses. My mom, and to never bringing someone like that to dinner again. Agreed. The girl who compared me to my brother is now paying me $1,350 a month for the next 2.5 years, has a fraud conviction on her record, lost her career, and lives in a tiny apartment with a roommate. My brother drove 3 hours that night to defend me. Set off a chain reaction that led to this. Best question anyone ever asked me. Why can't you be more like him? Because I already was. I just needed to remember it, and she paid $40,400 to remind me. Worth every penny.